Alright, first shot for the Spurs. I can see two-man game. He's getting downhill on that clear side. He's going to pop. He's going to help contain the rock because he's behind. He's taking away the drop-off. His man's in the corner. He could set that pin in, so he's got to watch. Now he's got to play two. Hold your dribble. Get under the rim. Quick Nash. Let's see. Spacing's not great, but easy throwback on the pop. And you can see right here, he could settle. Catch, wide open, but nope, I'm going to stampede this. Get straight to the rim. And now he's going to fly out. Push dribble, jab, try and go against the grain. But he's there, even here, he helps up. Now at the same time, he's going to cut off the corner. He's going to loop around from the dunker. So he's flashing middle here. He's flashing on that base. At the same time, you can see Fox. After he got off the rock, he's relocating all the way to the corner. And because they have to take away their man on these drop-offs, he's wide open. You draw two. That's not the right read, but it falls to him. He makes it. Skip. Can't trade, but that's a great look to start the game. And you can see all of this scramble is because he decided not to settle. Touch paint. And that was something that I noticed with the Spurs. 7 on the clock. Can't exactly remember what happened. I think he swung it. Play the second side. He's flashing on that fill back. But nope. We're not settling. Close out. Attack it. Go against his momentum. He's going to stunt. Push dribble. Low two. But now we got McHale. Does the right thing. He pulls in. So we have the low rotation. It deters him from trying to Nash again. Because if he's able to get downhill right here, Nash, he's wide open on that spray, and you can see high line, they wouldn't be able to X. But this is something he also does. When he's getting cut off, he feels the pressure, he's always going to spin back to his left. I don't know if he had to here because he's high, he's low. If you get trapped, I'm pretty sure you're still good. But regardless, spin back, drop dribble, get back to your left shoulder fade. Good contest though. Really good contest. But once you see him pulling in, yeah, he doesn't have his head up. I'm pretty sure he could spray that. Or he can even drift here. Make sure that you give a really good line. At the same time, that's a great flare. Because you can see Brunson has no idea. It's transpiring, and him, it would be on his blind side. So now you got that drift, hit him, or this drift. But he just couldn't pick his head up to make the read. And this was another thing I was noticing. 21 on the clock, and they're already into their action. Everything they were doing was with pace and intentionality. Straight to your horns, no time wasted. Now you bring Brunson up. He's kind of late because naturally you're just getting back on defense, trying to match up, and you can see he's trying to watch. All right, so it's horns. Now he's going to take Wemby's. And now Hart, he's not ready to chase over. And now he's clean. He's going to release and slip out. He's going to get the high bomb. Throwback? Nope. But I like this by Castle too. Your man, he wasn't ready. He can't get over. He's up, but now he's got to retreat with the roll. Get downhill. Eat the space. Put pressure. Big body bump, but now you got him collapsed. Spray? Yup. Now you attack immediately, touch paint. He's got to help up, lob. And this is something that I was saying about Castle. Because most times when he's coming off this, his head would be turning and facing the center line in the weak side to see if this is there, or if this is there. But instead of doing that, just play what's in front of you. He's behind, he can't recover. He's in retreat on his heels. Attack. And now instead of being pass first, attack second, it's vice versa. And because of that, now you touch paint, you get that. Because you should know this isn't there, and you haven't found this. High tag, low tag. Euro, stay in your feet, and even here you can see on that bump off, he's looking to reverse on that weak side. But nope, spray. And now he's got to close out, get back, but now he's too low and too wide, And now he's forced to help. He's not ready to crack now because of how fast everything's transpiring. You get a lob for him. Again, his aggressiveness and all of them looking to touch paint. And again, 19 on the clock, already going to their guard-to-guard drag, looking to bring him into the action. And that was another theme I noticed. So besides the paint touches in the early offense, they were bringing him even more than usual because they were not allowing him to just rest on defense. Now we get that quick drag. He's going to hedge. He chases over. It's going to be a double drag, actually. Kind of a delayed double drag. Now he's going to be up. He shows. They actually just veer this, which is pretty good because you can see he's looking to get downhill. So now you force the veer. He's got inside positioning. But why is OG so late? He should already be at the middle of the lane, ready to make that low tag. Because of how delayed this was, he can't get a high tag off. But for some reason, he's hugged. Because now he's got inside positioning. Pulls in right here. Josh Hart, instead of following, he's going to try and counter. But now he's there. So Nail helped it, put 2 on the rock. But look at this. And I've said this throughout the series. If he ever gets 1 foot in the restricted, you're done. And that's why you have to do your work early. And that's why they have been doing their work early. You want to leave him naked to make sure you meet him right there. But because now you're late, you can see he has that option too. You can't get back out. But he's got great duck in. You're on his high side. Quick punch. And that's why he got into a rhythm. Again, 20 on the clock, and they're already down the floor. You can see he's trying to point because he's coming down. He's emptying out. Quick exit. Pin in. Doesn't see it. He could actually cut back right here because he's caught under. Quick pull, but again, their mentality. We're not settling. He sees the gap. I'm going to attack it. He splits, but he's there. He touches paint, though. He's trying to flash. He's trying to flash. Everybody's going to try and deny the pass, though. He fans out. Drift. Tracy, you can see, just playing fast. Catch him on that drift. 15 on the clock here. Let's see. 2-man game. 3-man action. Bring him up. Nope. 2-man game, but he's going to reject. And now he's low man. Let's see. I think Josh communicates it. Yeah, he's looking down. You got to pull in. Because now he's beat. He pulls in. He's there. Euro. High pickup. And 1. Attacking mentality. And this is great because you've already got him at the slot. Because he's got to follow him in case of a ball screen. And now you've taken him out. And now you're attacking him as a low man. And again, just being more intentional about the way they're attacking Brunson. Most times when he's low man, because they're getting to the screening actions, all he's doing is making a low tag. Or in the double drags, he's making a high tag. They're keeping him on defense as a tagger a lot of times. But now they're forcing him to either concede the switch, constantly try and hedge to not concede the switch, or here, make you protect the rim. And obviously he can't. Tries to go vertical. He overreacts on his high side. And 1. And this is what I was talking about. Before the scoreboard's even back, they're already straight into their horns. No time wasted. Of course, he's going to take Wemby's ball screen. And look where they're setting it. Right at the 47. Very up the floor. And now he's going to be up. He's going to show. Hart. He's going to chase over, but Wemby does the right thing here. Just release and slip out. Because now you got all that space. Now he's going to come. See. You got 2 on a rock. At the same time, high bump. Low man, he's going to pull in. That's cool. And right here, he can't really hold it because if he does and he gets cleaned, easy drift on that flare. It would serve as a flare, I should say. But now he's there. You got 2 on a rock. It's not terrible. But then he leaves his body. Easy lob up. High catch, high finish. So he tags. But then he jumps out. Why? Even here, he's kind of playing 2, which I can understand, but you want to leave him naked. Give that spray line. If he lifts, cool. Get ready to rotate, but I'm not sure why he's only 1 foot in the lane line. Even here, he puts a body and jumps out, so... Oh, so he's actually looking it off. So he's looking towards a spray because he sees him tagging. And then it's really a no look to him. So he just bid on that. But still, I guess that is bang bang. Because if you do read his eyes there, it's hard not to react. And I give up another easy two. Of course, he's going to be late on that weak side, or that strong side. He doesn't even react to it, you can see. Doesn't register. Oh, he threw that. Got away with an M1-2. And again, 21 on the clock, and he's already down the floor. 2 loading to the ball, cross-matched, but I think he can still pick him up even though he's trailing. Just go under. Or not. Concede a cross-match. Guess that's fine. Pump. He stays down though. Quick pitch. Easy switch. But no switch. Why? You live with him making or missing this, but this was just unnecessary. Just switch it. You already cross-matched. You get matched up again. Yeah, he's very hesitant here. I'm not sure why. Because you can see Carl, as he sees the pitch, he's already looking to retreat, thinking he's going to switch out, but he doesn't. And even here, why are they so hugged to their man? If you see this transpiring, most times on this pitch, he would already be in the middle of the lane, and he would also pull in. So let's say right here, he jumps out, he attacks, you engage Carl, he's forced to show. If he slips behind, another lob or high catch, high finish. What is going on? 18 on the clock, already straight into their away. Away double drag. No, it kind of turns into a wedge. And then he's just going to flow into a ball screen instead because he can't. Yeah, good job by Carl here. He's staying attached, making sure he's wide as he's running so it's not a tight turn for him to get positioning in the mid post. This is fine though. 2-man game, clear side. You can see he's doing the right thing here though. His man's going to empty out. He's going to communicate. I'm staying in the middle of the lane. You play 2. So he's not going to fully empty. He's there on that strong side. And this is what you have to do when he's rolling on that clear side. Because if you're not on that strong side early and flooding, you're always going to be late. You can see it's kind of high here, but you want to leave him naked. That's fine. It's a pretty difficult skip. Now they're going to get to the 2-man game. He's there. He's going to reject. Nope, he just sets it up. Let's see. Quick cross. Yeah, he jumped. Now he's got to open up. Clean him right there. Great screen. And again, going back to game 2, he's been making sure he's getting great contact on these ball screens. And now he's up, but now he's going to help contain the rock. He's pulled in. What sucks here, though, is instead of rolling on that clear side, he's got to roll middle because of this rescreen after this reject. It's not even really a rescreen. It's more he's setting up the ball screen, but kind of turns into a rescreen anyway. Hostage, Gortat. He kind of Gortats. Pull. That works. So again, look at Castle. Knowing that the roll is going to be taken away because right here, he 2-9s. So now he's back in there. Ready to tag, ready to play 2. You can see he knows it, so he's not even looking towards a roll. And this is why you have to set great ball screens, because once you delay him and put him behind the play, now you can read him. Look to Hostage. He's going to cut off his recovery line, get him on his hip, and allow him to get downhill. Look at all the space he has here. He was not exploiting this space because he was so tunneled on the roll or the weak corner. But then get to your spot in rhythm, pull over top. If he can make these shots, he's going to make the Knicks pay. Again, look at this. 23. I think this was off a make. Immediate inbound. Just get the rock in. Throw ahead. Late to get matched up, and now you're in reaction mode. There's no reason he should ever bite on that. This is a KYP issue, but because you can see they're not really matched up, this is emergency defending. He's got his hands up, thinking, why is he open? I'm going to bite on that ball fake every time. And now he's got to peel onto him. Trail? Nope. Because now, yeah, you can see OG, he couldn't really stop. And now he's kind of off balance. Way too high here. Attack base. And now OG, he's trying to get back in front, slides. But nope, he's going to tuck. High pickup, Euro. Carl, he's late too. Give up an and one. What is going on with their defense? This was not happening in games 1 and 2 at all. Again, 20 on the clock. Already down the court. Let's see. Trying to attack early. Quick push. Tween. Nope. Loose handles. He's there anyway. Good job. He's going to load. He's going to gamble too right there. Good job not to gamble. Now you swing it. Play the second side. Quick pin down. Turns into a brush. Turns into a knock. Now you flow into a ball screen again. Bring Brunson up. But Brunson's ready here. Because of that pin down that turned into a brush. And now he's up. He's going to jump it. But then look at that split. Get downhill. Low man. Kind of late too. That's a great split though. Let me see. Quick attack. He sees it. Is that a tween? Yeah, he tried to go tween, but I think it deflected off his leg. But this is pretty good because now he's on that strong side. He can't help. OG. Yeah, he's kind of late. He's a bit high too. So now you can't meet him at the spot. Look at how he's positioned. There's no way you can get anything on that. But more downhill attacks, touch paint, and look what happens. Again, 19 on the clock, and they're already down the floor. Early offense. So maybe the Knicks need to up their pressure, pick up 94 or something, because this is ridiculous. And look at that. Cross match. He's at the slot. He's low man. There's nothing Brunson can do here. Early recognition too by Castle. Just throw it up. Great seal already. Throw it to where only he can catch it. An immediate move. One dribble. Big hop step on that gather middle. Stripped? No, that's a foul. Actually, that might be all ball. I can't really tell. That might be hand. So that might actually be clean. You can see Carl, he's trying to rotate from a high position, but that's impossible. And Brunson, he can't do anything. Oh, he actually communicates with him too, so he's saying, yo, go take that. Trying to tell him. But now he should be ready to play too because Wemby should actually spray this for doing that. You spray, he can't X out. And actually the entire team. But I also understand why he's going because he probably doesn't see him. So he's thinking this is an easy two. Again, another double drag. Quick two, 16, he's already up there. He's going to jump it. And now because of another great ball screen, he can't hedge, he can't recover. You get the switch. Now you come off a second. He's going to cheat and go under. Wow, OG's actually looking to recover. So he's saying, no, we're not conceding the switch. Now you got two on a rock. And look at this. He's wide open for the pop. They try to X. Tracy. Yeah. Look at all the problems they're just giving him off a double drag, horns, really anything involving Brunson. I'm not even sure why OG thinks he can recover here. Trying to go under 4 is crazy. Look how much space, distance he has to cover just to get back in front. Did he even have to? Because even here, Brunson does the right thing. He's going to shoot that gap and go under, so he meets him there. That might have been overhelping. 17 on the clock. And look at this. Brunson, you're matched up with Keldon. Find him immediately. Quick rip base. One dribble, big bump. No inside finish. He gets the O-board though. Let me see what happens here. Swing, swing, pump. He bites, but he's there to plug. Swing. Hold on. So again, just not letting him off the hook. And I don't even think Brunson's expecting it. You can see how high he is. I'm thinking he's expecting a quick two-man game to look for a hunt, but not expecting him to swing it to him to attack him. And I think that's why he's kind of caught off guard. Now he's way too high. He is able to slide though and absorb that bump. And luckily it's on the left side, because most times Keldon wants to get to his right side to go up strong. And even here, Carl, he's alert, because he was following the empty, but he sees it. Kind of on the outside of this, but I think he might have, I don't know. He at least altered it though. But then because, yeah, he gets inside positioning. So Josh just couldn't get a body in time. He gets to it. Let's see. Again, 18 on the clock, already down the floor. See him open. He's pulled in. He's cutting through. Oh, he got him to switch. I just realized. So this is what they were doing too with Vassell. Whenever he was matching up with Vassell, immediate drag, get the switch. And this is what they do for Shea, the Thunder that is, where coming down the sideline in transition or semi-transition, quick drag or quick step up, get the early switch. And now you got 18 on the clock to attack him on that clear side. Hezzy, attack. Carl's there though, but Brunson, great job to slide with him, absorb the bump. Now he's going to try and counter, tween, Hezzy, you're there, counter with a spin. Nope, spin fake, get back to your right shoulder. Not sure why he's settling for a jumper here. That was a great spin fake, because he bit. But right here, instead of going for a turnaround, why not on that step through? Right here. Quick anchor, step through. You can't get back in front. If he helps up, drop off. You can see he wouldn't be ready to crack. I just don't think a short jumper is ideal compared to him looking for a step through. Quick pitch, let's see, no need to switch, that's fine. So pistol, I can see a stack out here too. He's on his high side though. So now he's just going to empty out, flow right into a ball screen. Get to a strong hand, he's up. Now he's going to roll, you can see the single side tag. Same time he's going to shallow through. He X's though. Dang. That was a really good read by Brunson, because you can see they were looking for that Spain. Because instead of emptying out, he's threatening the Spain here. But now he's going to leak, and now it's pretty much a roll and replace. So now he's going to replace, he's going to roll, and that's kind of hard to read because of how fast it's happening. But him and McBride do a really good job, because he's reading, in this moment, he's making a single side tag. So he makes a tag, and instead of just blindly following his man, he just X's. And now he would make that second X. But even here, I don't think Harp should settle. He's closing wide and on your high side, rip base. And now if he emergency defends, he's wide open. You got two on you. Hit him on that throwback. Or just get to the rim, but this is just too much settling for me, especially considering how often they've been touching paint. Again, more pace, attack, even though nothing comes out of this because OG's there and early to load to the ball. You got a trailer. Defenses collapse. And now he's going to turn around. You got a runway. High pickup, big body bump. Finish over top. And just look at the pressure they're applying. Just getting downhill nonstop and playing so fast. Because, again, they were not finding many transition opportunities in game 1 and 2. And again, 19 on the clock, and they're already down the floor. You can see they're not even matched up. Landry, he's out of position here. Hit him. Now you get to play out of delay. Quick pitch. Get into a quick ball screen. He's clipped. Come off. He's in a drop. Easy 2. All because he was out of position. Now, once he square, nope. Immediately go into a ball screen. He tried to skinny over, but he just gets cleaned up here. He's not ready to stunt. Mitch Robb, he's in a drop because of how low this ball screen is. Most times, if it's a high ball screen, he's going to be up. So again, out of delay, let's see, split. What's happening here? So no split, but he's going to curl off. He gets clipped. He gets cleaned, actually. OG, kind of late. You get punched on. Now he's feeling good. Again, just relentless paint pressure. Every single time down. I think they were going to try and look for something against Brunson here. But nothing immediately. Straight into a curl. And why is he so hugged? I guess he wasn't expecting it. But there's been many instances where OG's the low man, which is what you want, but he's been late, which is very shocking. And once again, 19 on the clock and they're already right into their double drag. Just everything being done with pace. Of course, it's going to be Brunson and him. Landry, he reads it though. He's going to jump out, make sure he can get over. He actually redirects him here. And now Brunson, I think he's getting caught on the hedge because that's what he would do. So now he's out of position. But he reads it, but now you got two on a rock. Flare him. Or you hit him. Swing back to him. Swing back to him. No inverted. He's going to attack him. Quick cross. He's going to stun. Not even great spacing and not even a great shot, but I think the rhythm they're in, off all the easy twos, you're feeling good. I thought he was going to hit Champagny here. Because if two jump, you just got to get out, drift all the way out there. He can lead you too. Skip it, catch, pull, rotation from the weak side to swing, swing. Because hitting him here, it's kind of awkward. Because now he gets back. You don't create an advantage off these two, putting two on a rock. And now we're at the start of the second. And this is where it kind of goes south. So let's watch it back. Because I don't think their approach changed. I think it was more about the Knicks offense, but let's see. Stagger, off rip. Get him to a strong hand. But you got to make contact here. If you see him staying attached, you can't just allow him to chase over. Look how easy that was from the skinny over. No contact. Good lock and trail. But right here, great angle by Fox. You feel him. Right here, he's going to turn tight. Now on that tight angle, now he's way too high. He's not ready to stun off the passer. Even here, great pass by Stephon because he could have passed it right here. But no. Lead him. Quick catch, push dribble, rip. You can see now he splits. Loman's going to pull in, swing, lay X. Tracy. This is not that terrible, though, for the Knicks, just because, I mean, ideally, you don't want him to touch paint. So you shouldn't actually break the first line here. But this is not terrible because you take away an easy two. You funnel it to him. He'll live with it, make or miss. OG, he's not ready to X, but he did try to stunt. So now 17 on the clock, I can see again, another stagger, but he's going to look the top lock. So he's going to go under, clean him. Now he's going to go over. He's going to go under again. So he cheats it. He shoots that gap and he gets back in front. But Stephon, he might be reading it. I can't really tell. But maybe he's already made his mind up because this can just turn into fluff. Now you attack him on that single side. Hezzy. But he's there. He's low. You see he's ready for it. He's sliding. Bump, nope. Spin off the counter. You reach. End up fouling. I don't think he had to reach here. I think he had him bottled up. Just got to open up and slide. Show length. Double sticks. Stay vertical, and I think you'd be good because if he makes it, he makes it. It'd be a tough two. And again, same theme of the first. 21 on the clock, and they're already straight into their horns. They only burn 3 seconds. It's ridiculous. Again, it's going to be right at the 47. Champagny, Vic, JC's on the floor. That's fine. You still got a pop threat and a roll threat. He's going to take Wemby's ball screen. But Mikhail, he's able to skinny over. At the same time, Carl, he's up. So he's going to slide. And look at JC. Full on push. You're not getting a free roll. And now he's going to get back to his man. But now let's see. Low man, he's pulled in. He's helping contain. They could just veer this because there's no way he recovers. So you take that pop. You take that pop. Okay, downhill, inside finish. And again, this is what I've been saying. Where's this Stefan been? Because most times, game 1 or 2, as he sees this chase and him sliding with him, he's going to make that throwback instead of just getting tight, getting downhill, and getting to the rim. But right here, he's going to turn the corner. You can see on that hang, he's assessing. All right, there's no pass. Now I'm getting downhill. Carl, he's trying to slide, but he can't open up in time. Beats him to the spot. Now he's on his high side. 2 every time. 40 to 35. I think this was in the midst of the Knicks' run when they were making their comeback. But right here, terrible spacing. 2-man game, that's fine, but what is this? Why are they so bad at wheeling? Drift deep corner, UVK, empty out. He doesn't have to lift. He just has to empty out and loop and fill that weak wing. Take it with a no help. It's not bad actually because you do create a single side tag. I can see he's rolling middle. It stresses him, but it's an easy read because he's always going to pull in and make sure that the roll's not there. This wouldn't be bad if the ball screen was higher. But because it's so low, it's so congested. So now once he turns the corner, he's playing right into a crowd. And right there, McHale, free stunt. And that was pretty dangerous too because right here, Stefan, he's trying to make sure he can't recover. So he's coming off tight and he's closing that gap by going inside. So now he's looking to hostage, cut off his recovery line, keep him on his hip, but he somehow avoids getting stripped right here. Now in and out, but now nope, he gets to it. That's a pretty good read though, because if he goes in and out and he beats him, I don't think he can open up and slide. He gets downhill to the rim. But again, look how congested it is. He gets it on that reach. Also awkward too, because I think he should just release and slip. Or release, look for Gortat. I guess he doesn't really look for Gortats. Yeah, this looks bad. But now you get it. They got numbers. Quick throw ahead cross court. Deflected. He fans out. Now you got 2 on him. Wide open. Set your feet. Tracy. That was a big momentum play too. Yeah, now they're down 2 after they started being up 12, I believe. Can't remember what happened here, but 8 on the clock. He's cutting through, emptying. He's going to lag. Free show. He's going to pull in. Turn around. Let's see. So he's trying to play ones. Little spin fake. Strong gather. Left shoulder. Nope. He's there. Stick up. Discipline. Now you try to big body bump. Can't nudge him. Fade. Left shoulder. So why he can't play ones? See, get some pace. This is fine. Attack, attack. He's going to load to the ball because his man is trailing. Now you get them both out of position. Quick pitch back. As soon as he catches that, he's already ripping and going middle. And now he's kind of out of position. He's on his heels. He's got a runway. Euro, bump. Easy too. Not easy, but you can see, even here, just him getting downhill, it forces him to overreact. And now he's not ready to pick him up on that pitch back. And now you're done. You're too low. He's got a runway. You're in reaction mode. And your big's at the slot, so there's no help. 20 on the clock, already down the floor. Hit his man trailing because he's going to load. But he's there to close. Decent close too. Because he's kind of square here. But he does have that lead to attack. Can't really open up. But of course, off that pass, he doesn't vacate in time. He's going to plug low. Quick stunt. Force an early pickup at the same time. Carl, he's there. He's going to help up. McHale takes that away. He has a spray. And that was kind of dangerous. Because Dill Harp is kind of late to lift here. That line is very awkward. Look how close he was to getting a deflection. You know, lift a little bit sooner, but it's fine. It gets to him. He closes flat. Yeah, Harp was doing way too much settling. I think it's because of the way he's closing out. You can see he's low and he's forcing a middle. But I think on this catch, just rip, tack base, try and tack his lead, open him up. I just don't think this is what you want because you're playing right into their hands. This is what they want to give you. 18 on the clock. I can see he's got a favorable matchup. Not sure if they're cross-matched or maybe he set a quick drag, got him an early switch, and then emptied out. But regardless, this is pretty ideal. And right here, Vassell, he was lifting, he wants to rock. He's kind of sick. So maybe he's thinking Josh is way too off his body. But, alright, so he's going to wave him off, clear out, let him attack, which is the right thing to do because of this matchup. And I like how he's looking to attack. Hezzy, cross, but he's there, he's going to plug. He's going to commit. He tries to split too. Let's see, cross, power dribble, high pickup, but Brunson, he absorbs it. Mikhail's there, good nail help, he's stuck, reverse pivot. You got to make a throwback to that line. He closes flat, and again, he's playing right into the Knicks game plan. They want you to take these. If he's going to gap you like that, why not push dribble, attack, get downhill, he pulls in, drop off. If he somehow cracks, you read it, spray on that throwback. B.O.B., what does that mean? Stagger. They always stagger him off those ups. He gets clipped here. He falls. He's able to go under. He's got to clean him up here. There's no way you allow him to get under there. But it's not a clean catch. That should be an easy two. Yeah. Just fumbles the rock here. Because if it's a clean catch, on that hop, he's pulling. But he fumbles the rock. Now he's got a reverse pivot. Gets his strip too. But then, lazy pass. Let me see. So he's turning his head. You can see right here. He checks his blind spot. At the same time, he's making a swing. Early get off. But he's trying to lead him. It falls right to him. They're both sick. Emergency defending pump. And then he's coming from his high side. Absorbs the contact and one. That's terrible. Yeah, JC knows it. He messed up. And then Carl overreacts. So he's going to push. Let's see. He's going to cut through empty. Quick catch. He gambles. Now you rip base. He's going to lag. But, again, he's got a runway. And this is what Harp has to do. Even though he gambles here, regardless of a gamble, on this catch, rip base. Attack. JC, at least he had his antennas up. And he wasn't just blindly following the empty. So he lags and he's already there because he would be low man. Regardless. But you can see, you got that runway. He's exploding. There's nothing JC can do here. 18 on the clock. Clear side, you can see quick drag, trying to find him a hunt. But I think he hedged. He was able to get over. And this is when they went small. I do remember. Because I think the Knicks had four. No, not the Knicks. The Spurs had 4 fouls. So next one would be in the bonus. So they couldn't play Mitch Robb. So they had to go small. He had to play their 5. Right here, let's see. So he gets back in front, Hezzy. Low pickup, sweep through. Might have been a foul. Yeah. Damn, they might have gotten away with a lot of reaches. Because that's 2 or 3 that I've seen where blatant reach. No call. But he recovers a rock. And OG's right there. He finishes over. That's crazy that he recovered that. And he fell right in front of OG and he still managed to finish over top. Could have drop off too, but soft miss on the weak side. He cleaned up. You can see JC. 16 on the clock. Straight into their double drag. We got Wemby back in. He's gonna jump it. Yeah, there's no way he hedges. Now you can see the switch. Yeah, you have to. They could switch this too. Small ball. But let's see. So he's not going to set the ball screen because he's already turned the corner. He's going to release, slip. Now he's got to decide, do I take the ball or do I stay with the roll? He's going to stay with the roll. He's behind. Low man. He's pulled in. He's going to hold him. Now you end up switching. It's kind of late, but it's OG. Even right here, he's not committed, which is fine because ideally you want him to tag, not make a full rotation. But OG somehow, because it looks like he's B here, but he somehow gets low enough and gets across his body to get a block. That's pretty ridiculous. Quick step up. Let's see. Again, 19 on the clock. Right into a quick action. So quick step up. Do they switch it? They have to, right? At the same time, I can see on that strong side. So he's rolling towards that single side again. Josh Hart, he's checking because his man is looking to set that pin in. So you can have him exit out. So now he's kind of in no man's land. He's got inside positioning. They do switch it. Damn, where's Brunson too? Why are you so hugged? What is going on? Because regardless of how small they are, he should already be in the middle of the lane. Because what is McHale supposed to do? They switched it. And he's trying to stay attached. But now he's on this high side. He's got inside positioning. He takes the rock. We even hear Josh Hart. I don't think he should be concerned about this exit just because two non-shooters, quote unquote, you can pull in so that he doesn't have to play the single side tag. Because again, they're just trying to look to attack him no matter how. Whether it's the low man, whether it's his hedges, whether it's on a switch, just attacking him non-stop. Gotta find him in the post, clear cross match. Don't have to do anything but find him. So you find him, but it's a bit of a far catch. OG's gotta seal him here. Make sure you get a great duck in. Because now you kind of catch far. Now it's a wing ISO, let's see. Get on his low side, he's on his high side. And of course, this is what he was doing, which I'll get to. You can see full rotation. You take. I'll take corner. Whoever was occupying the corner, he was being matched up with, quote unquote matched up with, but really he was just there to protect the rim. Let's see, you shade him, force the middle, help is there. Big pound. Push off. Stumbling though. And now on that anchor, maintains balance, tries to step through, he does, but now he's greeted. At the same time, JC, 3-on-2 here. He cuts out the wing. He's going to lift. Gets deflected though. Yeah, that's a bit too careless. Now he retrieves the rock. And now let's see. He can't get set. Quick pitch back, behind the back to him. He rotates. No, why are you settling? Again. What was Harp doing? I don't understand. On this behind the back, just catch and go. You can see he stunts and falls. If he just gets downhill, look how high they are. There's no way they're stopping him at the rim. And even if they do somehow, at least you touch paint, get him in rotation, they're scrambling. So now we got Carl back in. No more small ball. Forget all that. Quick stack. You can see he's going to top block, get on his high side. So he's going to go under. But this is all fluff. No wing entry. Flow into a two-man game. No. He's going to try and find him at the elbow. But you gotta allow him to establish positioning first. Look at Carl. Immediately on his high side. He's sick, but you gotta allow Vic to get a good seal. Because he's not even ready for this regardless. You can see. Yeah, he's mad, but that's on him. Quick get off. Loose, but he recovers. Left, right off the goofy. He's mad, but no, that's definitely on him. And why does Josh Hart love this footwork? Left, right, and he loves a tuck. It's that tuck pickup. Left, right. I don't think I've ever seen him go right and go off his left. And again, the lead they got in the first, now it's all gone. Because they're just getting walked down in the second. You can see the pace isn't the same either. Everything's a bit later in the clock. Not everything's with 21, 20, or 19 on the clock. Everything's now 15, 14, 13. Elbow, let's see. Zoom, no. Bring them into the action. Why are they going away from that? Wing ISO was crazy. Alright, good read here. He sees it because you can see everybody's hugged. So he might actually have an opportunity to attack him, get middle. But nope. Just getting a two-man game. Quick pitch. Clear side. He cheats it. Cut back. Rescreen. Now he's going to retreat. He's on his high side. Step back. Midi. Pretty good offense too. But De'Aaron's been missing these, so it's on him to make these shots more. 19 on the clock. Finally. Something early. Get your pace back up. Because they're down. No, they're not even down. Tie game. Right here, Spain. Yeah, they're going straight to their Spain. And finally incorporating Spain again. And I actually like when the shooter's a second screener just because most times you get the switch. If he's that second one, sometimes he can just stay in that drop and plug the gap instead of shooting out. But now you force him to hedge. You clean him up. Now you get the switch you want. He's got to concede it. Actually, three-way switch here. Because on this first ball screen, you clean him on that rip. You clean him. Now on that hedge. He's forced to concede. And you can see Brunson here. He checks real quick. Yeah, I'm on an island. But this is pretty good because now you got this. You got this. You take him away. He's at the slot. Great job. Find him. Immediate duck in. Spin. Gets the whistle. Catch. Spin. Looking to split. I don't know about that one. Because right here, OG, he's pushing him. He's pushing him. Now you spin. Use his momentum against him. Now he's out of position. So maybe right there. Because right here you can see he's trying to use some power. Now he's spinning off. Now his momentum's taking him forward. And he makes contact right there into his rib cage as he's going up. And now they're going back to a stagger. So they were loving these stagger aways. And of course, he's ready for it. He's going to top block, so he's going to go under. He's staying attached though. Now he goes over. He cheats. He cuts back. You can't find him. He's even trying to flare him here. So nothing. He's going to cut through empty. He's going to attack him though. Which is fine too, because if nothing's here on that first side, just play here. Let's see. Can you empty him time? Yeah, he can. So he's going to pull his dribble out. Let's see. Quick hezzy, quick cross. OG's there though. I thought they were going to go into a two-man game. Now he opens up. He slides. He's there. He tries to counter with a spin. He's there. Strip. Is that a foul? Let me see. Because that might be ball. But good hands by Stefan too. Because this could have been a strip on that reach. Yeah, that might be hand. And then he pulls his hand away. Double sticks. And now they're down 5. Jeez. 38 to go. Could look for 2-for-1, but honestly, considering how trash that quarter was, you just got to find a good shot. It's not even about a 2-for-1. Right here, when you need one, go straight to your horns. No Champagne, but he's matched up with Vassell. He's going to slip early. He's going to turn the corner. He's retreating. He's behind. There we go. Ready. Because of how early he's slipping, he can't make that high bump. So now he's going to pull in. He's going to do it. And even here, they're both ready. So you take that away. You get downhill. Dunker. Wing. Can get to that weak side. No, he'll look for a fade. But a bit too strong. Yeah, his side of the rim. But again, this is what he has to make. Because you know there's no roll. Unless you can get it to that weak side, you got to make these shots. Quick little step back. Good contest, though. 10-1 run. That's terrible. 6 on the clock. And now it's last shot. Quick drag. No, he's going to slip. He's there. Why is he doing that? What is he doing right here? Just get back to your man. But he doesn't, so he sees Carl. He's late to retreat. So now, alright, hey, you want to slip? Because you got 2 on a rock. He slides. He steps in. Nope. Attacks the closeout instead. But now he's there. Quick stunt. Fan out. Long step. Big gather. Stops on that anchor. Dang. That's a really good recovery by Carl. Because right here, you can see he's giving that lead to attack. But he somehow stays on his feet. Because right here, it looks like he's off balance. But he maintains it. Steps off. And he's able to slide. And also great stunt here. Force an early pickup. Now he's going to take that long step. Now he's going to pivot back, spin, turn around. But he's there. He's committed on that blind side. Now it's the start of the third. 19 to go. And look at that. Straight into horns. Yeah, they were down 7, but the Knicks had a terrible start to the quarter. I think they started with back-to-back turnovers. They had a really cold stretch, and then by the end of the quarter, they got walked down. So this was a quarter that the Spurs ran it back. So nothing out of the ordinary. Takes Wemby's ball screen. He's up. He's chasing over. He's going to pull in. Get off a high tag. He's pulled in. At least they're more ready now. Probably had a talk at halftime. Gets the rock deflected. But I'm not mad at it because at least he's not slowing down his dribble and overcomplicating it by looking to make a read for a pass. And right here, just get downhill. Put pressure. At least right here, he recovers a rock, so that's fine. He's going to look to get downhill. Skip, so he gets a flare here. So he was going to get back on defense. Oh no, he's going to go get the rock. But he's got it. Now he's a bit high. So now he's going to drift. You can see, naturally, he's going to load up the same way he would if they were coming down in transition. Because this right here, where he caught the rock and is looking to get downhill, it almost mimics him coming down in transition. So I think that led to Brunson. It's just a tendency of theirs. He's naturally just loading to the ball instead of getting back to his man. So now he gets caught on that flare. Quick skip. You lead him. Quick catch and go. And now he's trying to recover, and you can see now he's way too high. He kind of reads it late too. Now he's out of position. He can't recover. He's going to stunt. High pickup. Low man late. Easy 2. They could have peeled here because you can see on that gamble, his momentum would just take him that way. But really hard read. Even here, he's a bit too hugged, but probably just didn't expect that. He cuts out. He takes. Could be a spray. So they really had options here. Because no drop off, you get that. He pulls in, extra for the swing. So we've got him back in the mid post. Definitely not ideal because it just hasn't really worked. See, tries to get a big body bump. Carl's there. He slides, absorbs it, maintains his balance on that anchor. I'm there. I'm in your body. You're stuck. So you're going to stick up. He's pointing. He's one pass away. He's pulling in. He's trying to cut. He could just set a pin in. So you can either pin his man at the nail or pin your own because he wouldn't see it. High rip. And he would make that skip. But this is fine too because at least he's occupying two. Skip it. Alright, he skips. He fans out pretty well, but late. Yeah, that's landing space. Definitely not a flagrant though. Yeah, 4-point play, but no flagrant. Why'd they even call flagrant here? Because most times, if a defender is leading with his foot facing him and intentionally sticking his foot out, yes, but right here, he's actually turning his back towards him. And he inadvertently clips his Achilles/calf, so 23 on the clock and they're already down the floor. How the hell did that happen? Oh, SOB, quick inbound. Because after the flagrant, they do retain possession, so that does make sense. You can see straight into Spain. So they're definitely looking to incorporate way more Spains, and this is why it's so dangerous. Because look at Carl here. Most times, the big is so concerned about navigating this rip, they're all the way down here while this ball screen is transpiring. So instead of following Wemby up into this ball screen and being up, ready to help contain the rock the way he normally would, he's now got to back off, navigate this, make sure he's not getting ripped. And now you can see, because of that, he's now ready to help. Josh Hart, he's going to open up, thinking, all right, we're going to ice this, send him towards that sideline. But now he's going to release. He sees it, he gets back, but now he's getting burned. Because as he opens up, now he's turning the corner for free. Because Carl's not there. Because he's got to navigate this. I don't even think Josh Hart realized it. Because he checks, he knows the ball screen's coming. He opens up. And now maybe right here in this instance, he realizes, uh-oh, he's turning the corner. Now he's going to slip on that pop. You force him to show, reverse pivot, hit him on the pop, 2 jump, touch pass back. No, he's not going to run him off the line. They dodge that. That's also a great read by Champagny. Because they're confused here too. You can see 2 jump, immediate pass back. This is a great look, but honestly, if I'm the Knicks, I'm living with this. Because you want to live with him pulling from deep, regardless of how open he is. So I think in this situation, even though you're wide open, why not just touch paint again? He helps up. He can pin his own, lift, spray line. He can also lift. If he X's, quick swing. You catch him in rotation. High ball screen. Quick drag. No, nothing. So he's going to call him off. Let's see. He's telling him, yo, get to the dunker. So now he's going to flow. Oh, all right, I see. They're getting into their misdirection. So that misaligned horns, elbow, he's going to start in the middle of the lane right here. Or middle of the lane line, I should say. Now he's going to ghost, hip tap. Did he botch it? No, but he turns the corner. He's there on that empty. He's going to show, swing. Nope. High pickup. And a whistle on the stunt. Yeah, he reaches right here. Caught him on that high pickup. I honestly never see this misdirection working whenever they run it with Vassell. I guess they only run it with Vassell, but I never see him botch a switch, the opposing team that is. Because right here, he's there. He doesn't really react to the hip tap. He's just a bit high here, but he is still able to slide. Kind of gets beat, and then unfortunately reaches here. 15 on the clock. He's got the rock. He's swinging it back up top. You swing it back up top, reverse it. No, pin down on that exit. Clips him, he catches, turns a corner. High pickup. He's looking for that Donovan, that scoop. Right there. But he can't really execute it. Yeah, he just kind of goes into Hart's body here. So he kind of gets jammed up. And now he's there because he's pulled in. Quick spray. Easy recovery. Look at the way he closed out here. Just sticks up. No flyby to attack. Could he still attack this though? Instead of settling? Catch, rip base. Attack his lead. If he opens up, emergency defending, he's just going to vacate. Fill back right there. Throw back. Play your rotations. Or if he overreacts. Because I'm pretty sure if he drives base, one of these two are going to overreact. You're just going to make the right read. So quick drag. He's coming off. He's up. Ready to help contain the rock. He chases over, but now I can see the pocket. Hit him on the short. He's there, gapping him. Pulls over top. That's a great contest. He makes it. This is not that bad for the Knicks because, again, you just have to live with it. That's better than him getting a lob or a deep roll on a high catch, high finish. And even here, it's a pop in the mid-range, not from deep. 5 on the clock. He's attacking Harp? Has to. Maybe playing bully ball? And then he fired. But why would he fire 2 passes away instead of having one be tilt? I have no idea how he got into this situation. I can't remember. But drives base, looks for a float. Pretty tough. Wemby, he cleans glass. Immediate get off on that bounce ahead. Now you're running. You got numbers. Push, push. He runs wide. He's low. Pull. Tracy. Damn. Yeah, there's nothing OG can do here. 2 side. You got to play 2. Impossible. Because you got to contain a drive threat and then a shooting threat. 18 on the clock. So throw ahead. Swings back to him. But nope. Immediate swing back. And you can see Dill Harp. Yeah, he's telling him, yo, attack. That's why it's an immediate reload. He's saying, why are you swinging that to me? Just attack him. 5 out, you got all that space to get downhill. And there was a similar situation in the first half where he got this same cross match. And I think, yeah, it was De'Aaron. He came down, threw it to him, and he went to attack. So basically, whenever he's on the rock, just attack him. Force him to slide his feet. Only thing that sucks right here, he's going left because ideally you want him to go middle, get to his right, but it's fine. Cuts him off, spins off for the counter. Josh Hart, he's going to commit. And then Brunson, he fouls. And this is why you attack him. He's there though, he's sticking up. So now he kind of reaches right here. Yeah, that might be arm. I can't really see it from that angle. And this is how you know the Knicks don't want him to be attacked because Josh Hart's fully committed from a high position, even though you got OG as low man. Now we got another quick drag. He's coming off. He's chasing over. Slight push. Slip that roll. Now we can see single side tag. Does he pull in? Yes, he does. So you contain that. But as he's coming off, he reads a nail help, holds a high line, swing, immediate stampede, high pickup split. He's there, but he smokes the reverse. That was a right read and a great play. Because a lot of times in these situations, when they see players in the gaps, on that swing, they're looking to pull. But right here you can see, again, point of emphasis, get downhill, attack the gaps, immediate stampede. Aggressive push dribble, quick split, and right here, Carl, he's there, but he's coming from a high position because his man was right there. And the low man had to make that tag. And right here, he beats him bad. He just smokes it. And he actually has a lot of options. And this is why you just have to touch paint. Because let's say it's not there, you spray, he X's. extra. You reverse it back up top. If they can't X, they got to fully rotate from the weak side. Just continue recycling the rock. 18 on the clock. Another quick drag, maybe? Because I can see by the way Hart is positioned, maybe he went under. So maybe nothing transpired. At the same time, Vassell's right here, so maybe he was threatening a Spain, but nothing transpired. So now they're just flowing to a rip on that clear side. It's fine too. Because I can see Mitch Rob, he has no idea it's coming. Just based on the way he's positioning. He's trying to stay attached. He gets cleaned. Brunson, he's not looking to bump. I can see his mouth moving, so maybe he's communicating it. And I can also understand why he doesn't want to leave Vassell's body, because let's say he tries to bump for that little hedge. Because he doesn't see it, he can't chase over, so now you might get forced to switch onto him. Because as he comes off, you try to bump, but now he ducks you in, deep positioning, you're done. And then here, he chases over. He tries to. If he gets clean and he chases over, now he's coming off. Wide open, quick swing, or even a quick DHO, so it turned to a Peja for him. So now he's clean. Low man, he pulls in. He actually kind of deters it. Looks like he's late here. So he 2-9s. Does he see it? I don't know. I guess he kind of does. Because he's got 2 feet in the lane. He's there. But yeah, that's not a great pass, because you can see the trajectory of that pass. It's dying early. So by the time it gets to the rim, it's at the same level. So now he gets to jump with him. And I don't know why they've been throwing so many underthrown passes. Because ideally, it should be at the top of the square so that only he can get to it. Now he can just throw it down instead of the way they're throwing it. Now he's going to guide it up. He could still make it, but just this being underthrown allows Landry to jump with him and actually almost get a deflection. Even here, ideally, you want him low man. So they could definitely just easily switch this, have him play 2 and have him rotate, but regardless. So he gets to it. At least you take away the lob. So now he's going to bring the rock down. Mitch Rob, he can recover. He's under the rim. Tries to lay it in, smokes it, but then that second jump. Yeah, that's kind of awkward because he's literally under the rim. Maybe he could use glass, but he doesn't. Tries to go for a soft lay. And then right here, second jump. I can't even tell if that's him. Because OG, Dillharp, and him, they're all crashing. No, that's definitely him. Yeah, that's ridiculous. But if this works, why don't they run more off-ball screens for him? I've been saying it. The pin downs have had him struggling. But for some reason, they just don't run pin downs for him. 22 on the clock, pushing the rock. But you can see everybody's back. Ready to get matched up, so that's fine. But now flare in transition. And I've also said this. Why don't they look for these more? Because you know the Knicks want to load to the ball naturally. It's a tendency of theirs. So right here, you can see Mitch Rob. He's running towards a rock here, even though he sees his man running wide. And right here, Landry's doing the same thing, even though his man's running down the slot. Because now you catch the nail help. Even though they're not directly on the nail, it's a nail extended. They're at that center line, so now you're susceptible to these flares as they trail. So now he makes the right read. Not really a flare because of the angle, and Mitch Rob, he does see it in time. So he can't flip it and set it on that angle. It's more of a pin in on that angle. But it works out because right here, he sees it, he tries to go under, And now he sees it, so he's going to cut back. Instead of going wide, cut back inside. Now 2 on a rock, jump pass over top. Because he's not ready, you can see. Because again, they're both just concerned about being ready to load to the ball as soon as possible. Now they're both kind of caught off guard. He slips, 2 jump pass over top. He tries to recover, low man pulls in, fly by. Good patience too. Because right here, fly by, go up, and go up strong. And he's getting to a strong hand. Even here, let's say he doesn't have this, because even here, he overhelps, swing, swing, swing. You got options once you touch paint. Push, he gets matched up with you. Again, he's going to load to the ball, he's communicating. Who is he pointing at? Because this man's right here, he's trailing behind. But why is he pointing in that direction? I have no idea. Quick pitch back, he's there though, you vacate. He's going to pull over top in transition. More semi-transition, but you just have to live with this. Again, anytime he's taking a jumper, whether it's 2 or 3, it's not at the rim, so there's really not much you can do. Quick drag, early hunt. Now you get him the mismatch with 20 to go. This is actually the Shea special, because the Thunder guards always do this for him. Clear side, either quick step up, or they're coming down, quick drag, get the early hunt, and then he just attack base, get to a spot, and they're done, because most times the defense is still getting back, and you can see where the big is. He's got to match up with a trailing big, so naturally he'd be at the slaughter up top. So you get the Shea special, they can see the switch. He kind of jumps it, which is fine because you take away base, but Landry's got to take the rock here. Kind of does. He reaches though, foul, put him at the line. Yeah, Brunson didn't have to reach here because you got him. He doesn't vacate in time. He's showing, even here, his man's trailing. He can stunt. He's seeing 3 here. Even low man is pulled in. So he could have actually just waited, and then on that spray, you peel. Double drag, 18 on the clock. Take the big. Great ball screen too. Because Shaman even opens up here. He sees it. So he opens up, preparing to skinny over, but he just gets cleaned. And that's a great angle too. Even though there's somewhat of a gap, he's still turning tight. So now he can't recover. You snake, you got him isolated. So off that snake, little hezzy, get downhill. Big bump. Get back to your strong hand and finish over top. That's bully ball. Against Carl too. Put him under the rim. That's ridiculous. Yeah, he used that space between the two. That slight gap. Allowed him to get a good gather. And big body bump. Wing ISO. Looking to attack OG. Low man's already in the lane though. Hezzy, cross, get downhill, he's sliding, he's there. You see 2, forced to take a fade. But then right here, Landry. If you see him already under the rim, why are you not putting a body? And even here, as soon as he made that cross, you know he's going to attack, you know he's going to rotate. Crack him. Because now he's way too late. Can't really push him off. He gets inside positioning. You're trying to push him under the rim. But he gets to it. And now you commit the foul. Look at Carl. He's staring at him. Yo, what are we doing? He's dumbfounded. What are we doing? So now they take control up to 2 minutes to go. Again, another 2-man game. I can see he's looking to fill behind. He's rolling. He's already pulled in. He can't really hostage, but I think he's looking to Gortat though. Yeah, he tries to, but he can't. It's so congested because he's pulled in. Because ideally, you hostage, you cut off his recovery line. Now you got him on his hip. You take that angle. He sets a Gortat, but because he's here, yeah, it's way too congested. So now you can take the roll. He can't set a Gortat. Now he gets to stab. He's got to pull his dribble back right here. Now he's stuck. Now he reads it. Good lift here. Because you give him a line. So give him the spray. And immediately Xing. He's going to rotate from the weak side. Kind of late there though. Tracy on the swing. Dang, JC had his antennas up. And I can kind of understand why he's all the way over here, because it's difficult to play two in this situation. If he tries to split the diff, I'm pretty sure that's an easy throwback. And honestly, you'd rather him make this, you get out, and trust that your X will be there. But under the rim, way too late. So maybe here, instead of fully closing out, stunt and fall. Because again, you want to live with him taking that shot, but not him. So you stunt, fall, and then trust that he'll get back to his man. Quick offense, flare, swing it. Yeah, you can see it. Look at Carl. So he's going to load to the ball, and he has no idea his man is getting a free flare here. Quick spray. He stunts. He falls. He misses. He crashes. He can't secure the O-board. This is not bad, though, because it's a pretty good look. In rhythm. He doesn't fully commit. But even here, if you see that stunt, you could extra. And again, if you extra, stampede, because he's pulled in, he's got to stay. He shows. You could swing. Or you can try and finish over him because the big's at the elbow. 14 on the clock. Back to horns. And now we got Dill Harp on the rock. So he's cut off here. You can see it. He slides with him. Drop dribble. All right, I'll just spin, get back to my right. Take the big's ball screen. And Landry actually goes under here, which is the right thing to do. Because now you shoot that, you get back in front, and now Carl, instead of having to be up and helping contain the rock, now if you get back in front, he can retreat with his man on that slip. So right there, high tag, you get back, you're in front, so they blow it up. And now that I think about it, why do they not always go under? They're always chasing over. And I'm not sure why, because him, and him, that's not really their specialty, to come off and pull from deep. So I'm really not sure. Maybe they just can't. But this is how a lot of their ball screens should look. And now that I think about it too, why are they all on the floor at the same time? I don't think I really see it that often. But now let's see. Quick cross. Hezzy. Step back. Pull over top. And he trays. But I mean, he's disciplined. He gets a great contest. If he makes it, he makes it, because that's better than him beating him off the dribble and getting to the rim. 92-91. So they did take back control. Up one. Last possession to end the quarter. The rock's going to be in his hands. No double drag. We're going to horns again. Tween, set him up. Mikhail, he reads it. He's going to look to jam him. Get into his body, open up. Reaches. He comes off. He chases over. He's up. He's helping contain the rock. He reads it. Sidestep. So, quick in and out. Sidestep. Fly by. And this is why you live with them pulling from deep, because, again, they're just not that proficient at pulling from deep and coming off a ball screen. Even if he makes this, you live with it. Again, if he's not getting downhill, who cares? Quick SOB to start the fourth. Let's see. Wrestling match. Yeah, they're just tangled up here, trying to deny it. But he gets to it, and actually, good job by Fox, because he bounces soft enough to where it's not rolling all the way to that backcourt. So even though they're tangled up, at least he gets to it. And right here, what's McHale doing? He's stumbling. He can't get back on his feet. So now he's behind the play. And I can see they're going to Spain by their formation. But obviously he's behind the play, so now let's see. I can see he's looking to slip. Carl. Slight show. But now he's slipping. He's retreating at the same time. I can see he's trying to set a rip, but they're both already releasing. Lob. Yeah, he got behind him. All because of this right here. What was the point of even showing here? Because that slight stunt, it just delays him. Now you're on that back foot. He gets behind you. Now you're way too high. And even here. Alvarado. Yeah, you can't really make that tag because off that inbound, Fox is sitting right there at the break. So he's way too high. If he made that inbound and went immediately to fill the corner, maybe he's there. But yeah, he's way too high here. So he gets between both of them. So maybe it had to be Landry because I can see weak side, he was in the lane. So he emptied out. He's kind of lagging a bit. But yeah, that's a really hard read. You can see. Let's say he does pull in. He takes that away. He would X. But he's so attached to him because he knows Spain is happening. And he's so attached to him because he sees him slipping behind. So if he does pull in, I'm pretty sure he stays. He would stay. He'd be wide open. Unless he just somehow knew, all right, he's pulling in. I can read that X. And then he would also have to read. He's taking him, so I got to take one of these two. He can take. But impossible. Down the floor with 21 to go. Immediate get off. Let's see. Clear side? No. He's going to fill strong. Find him. Quick catch. Quick turn. Get middle. Gets the whistle. All because, again, they're just not really set. As soon as he caught this, it's actually a go and catch because he's already on the move. Catches him off guard. Tries to open up and slide with him. Nope. And now he's going to emergency defend. Because you can see he's not really even prepared. Ends up fouling. He's got a cross match here. I can see his man's in the paint. So maybe he gambled or something here. So now he can't pick him up. At the same time, he's wide open. And I can also see Vassell. He's pointing. Yo, he's right there. Because now he's got to pick him up. So Fox, he tries a flash. He denies. Swing cross court. He's going to gap him. And he's going to look to duck him in. But Castle decides, nope. I'm just going to pull from deep. Why? There's a reason he's gapping you. Because he wants you to take that. And he doesn't even allow this to transpire when it's a very obvious mismatch. Because as soon as he gets off it, pull your dribble out, drag him far out. He can even vacate. He vacates. Give him all that space in the paint to duck him in. But he's already pulling before he even looks to establish positioning. So they get nothing out of that, and you get the shot that they want you to take. Finally, a pin down for Wemby. And we got Mitch Robin. As I've said before, he cannot navigate screens, whether it's a ball screen or an off-ball screen. So where has this been? And you have Brunson's man bring him in. Set the ball screen. Because now you bring him into the action. He's going to look to bump on that little hedge. Look at this. He's caught. He tries to go under. You bump. Actually, this worked out because he knew to go under. And this is what I was saying. Because instead of trying to chase over, if he bumps, most times as he's curling, he's going to either duck him in or he can't hold him long enough for him to chase over. So instead of just trying to fight through the screen, just go under. Two removed, you're there. Easy bump. You take it away. But now, because of this, Two take him. He can just pop. Quick swing. You're in a closeout. You attack. He stunts, but low man pulls over. No drop off. Goes for a float. Not terrible. This is actually great awareness by Mitch Robb, because most times, as a big, if he sees this man getting beat, he's going to pull in and make that high rotation. But right here, he actually doesn't overhelp. So he stunts and falls back, making sure there's no drop off to him. And now Landry can actually make that low rotation. And this could be a drop off because you can see McHale on that weak side. He's so hugged to Stephon. He checks. He's late on his crack. Drop off. But it's also a great look because it's a pretty good float. Quick cross. Let's see. Tween, Hezzy, cross. Nope, he's there. He's going to try and counter with a spin, drop dribble. Nope, he's there. Even here, McHale. Quick stunt. Plug low. Force you to spray. Swing, swing. Fly by, but what is Josh Hart doing? So he's going to drift. At the same time, he's going to vacate. He's going to empty. Josh Hart, for some reason, he's so off his body. So he checks. Cool. But why is he so pulled in? Actually, I have no idea. Because what threat is he concerned about right here? This is the threat. It's your man. Because now he kind of overreacts. It's fine. You run him off the line. He waits. He attacks the closeout. As he empties, now he's going to pull over. Easy drop off. He's not ready. So kind of the same situation as the previous possession. He's attacking closeout. And instead of going and looking for a float, now he's actually going to make the drop off. Because he could have done the same thing on the last possession. Watching it back, I did not realize how often he was on the rock. But he's going to reject that. That makes sense because I saw Landry. Yeah, he jumped this right here. So tween, cross, reject. Actually, it's not even a drag because Champagne's here. So they were looking for a Spain for sure. Yeah, they were. But because he rejected, obviously, these don't matter. Even here, instead of a rip, could be a flare. So you come off, you got two. He comes off that. Now he's going to take him. Quick throwback. But Hezzy, get downhill. That's fine too. And then he takes him. Hold on. So he rejects, gets downhill. Hezzy, he's still trying to recover. He's still got to help contain the rock. And now he's looking back. So he realizes he can't recover. So they just veer it. But then Mitch Robb, yeah, he reaches right here. So he's thinking, all right, let's veer it. But then he reaches. So now they're both in no man's land. And right here, McHale does the right thing. He just takes the rock. So essentially a scram, which is fine because off this Nash, you definitely don't want him to continue chasing that. So now you get back to your man, you get back to yours. Or no, that is his man, so you just take one of them. But right here, Wemby. So no throwback. Instead, he sees the Nash, so he's going to come to the rock, essentially filling back. Quick stampede, and at the same time, so Brunson sees it, leaves him. You can take him, you take him, you take him. So he sees it, tries to chase, but he stampedes. But then right here, McHale. So off that Nash, he swings back up top. Instead of following, he sees, nope, he's got him beat. So now he's got a lag. You take ball. Now he's got a fan out. Swing, swing. Now you got him on you. Clear mismatch. But right here, great positioning. He's got the seal. Instead, you pull from deep. Gets the loose ball foul. Yeah, he's holding his arm. But they're pretty fortunate because they did all that work just for this swing. Why is he pulling from deep again? If they're going to gap you, it's because they want you to take that shot. So why not look for this? Because he's got pretty good positioning. The big's on the ball. Quick pass over top. There's no way they get to that over him. 5-point game. Again, we got Dilharp on the rock. Let's see. I think it was going to go for an in and out here, but just kind of messes up the dribble. He's able to get back to his right. He comes off. High tag. He's there. Single side too because, and now that I think about it, they haven't really created this alignment to where he's rolling on that single side and it's a very high tag. Or all this space for him to roll into where they have the defense flying here. Because they usually do this. And most times it's going to be Fox or Vassell here. And so when, let's say OG's right here, if he decides to make that tag, you just make that lift. So then you got to roll, you got to lift, you can hit the shake. But they haven't really created this scenario that often now that I think about it. But right here they do. So now he's got a two-way, and you settle from deep. Why don't you just catch, attack him? Put him in rotation. He pulls over, drop off. He cracks. He lifts, spray line. Look at all this space, and that's what he decides to take. But then right here, yeah, I'm pretty sure this was also a loose ball foul. So even though they don't really get anything out of it, they get bailed out by another loose ball because he grabs his arm. What was that? Did he get a switch? He might have, yeah, I can see he's waving him off. So he wants to clear out, which makes sense because they want to attack Brunson as often as possible. So now you got him on the rock. Swing, single side, in and out. Oh my goodness, open him up. Split, high pickup. Again, he might have gotten away with another reach. Every time they've looked to stunt, they've gotten caught on a reach. So they're pretty fortunate they didn't call this one. That was a nasty in and out though. Tween, quick little hezzy, in and out. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he's stuck. There's nothing they can do. McBride, he's kind of hugged, and because he's on the wing / slot, he can't make that rotation. Get a stop, push the rock. So he's checking. I'm pretty good. Only one man to beat. One dribble, Euro, reverse. So OG, let's see. He slides with them, and now you deter him from going to a strong hand. So now he Euros, tries to open you up, but you're able to open up, slide, and take away the reverse. I don't think they scored on him in transition. Push, pitch, and now you get a quick switch. Yeah, Carl definitely wasn't expecting that because he's low here. Then on that pitch, he can't get out. So now you're forced to concede that. And right here, sham it. You can see he's turning his head. Yo, can we scram this? Can we scram this? But nope, they can't. So now he's going to reach. Now he's kind of out of position. Because you're trying to jam him, but you're way too low here. And you give him the lead to attack. Try to open up and slide. One dribble, set you up. Spin back. You still slide though. He's going to lift. So he's just going to replace. But then you reach. Because Carl's staying here. He's going to stunt. Nope. He's going to fan out. But Landry. He reaches. I can't tell if he makes contact, but ref sees it, calls it. I'm just confused. Why are they reaching so often? We got Dilharp back on the rock. Double drag. But we got him first screener, him second screener. Why is OG here? So we got some cross matches. It's not terrible because you can just switch this. And then if he tries to exploit the size advantage on a duck in or seal on that roll, At least you got him as low man to help. Really not bad, but... So he comes off. And he's going to go under. Which is the right thing to do. So he's going to release. Allow him to get under. So he's going to stay attached. He's going to hedge. Oh, he's looking for a Spain. I was wondering, why is he the second screener? Because most times he's going to be the first screener. But even then, I've seen him use their shooter as a second screener. In game 2, Champagne. And that's how they're getting the switches for Fox against Brunson. But right here, so you're looking for the Spain. It's not really there. I mean, look at the angle. Because the way he's setting that would kind of be in a way. You got to get under him, low side, rip him. But you can see they're moving so much, he can't find an angle. So he goes under, he hedges. And now you can get back in front. You retreat. Yeah, so they blow it up. And that's because he goes under. And again, why are they not always going under? Because if he goes over here and he's staying in that drop to stay attached on that hedge, if he redirects him here, and now he's going downhill, and now he'd behind on the play because he's chasing over, but because he went under on this redirect, now you can just get mashed up. So let's see, in and out, get downhill, counter with a spin. But OG and Carl, they both commit. Yeah, he beat him bad here. One hard dribble, spin. Yeah, he opened up bad. Jeez. But then OG, he commits. Sweep rotates, vertical. Might have gotten a hand on it. And that's pretty dangerous because you definitely don't want to leave Wemby's body. Just in case he misses soft, put back. And even right here, Josh has to put a body earlier. 4 minutes to go. Definitely got a quick small to small. So maybe it's a quick drag. Got the early switch, and now he's got the mismatch to attack. Again, just bringing his ass up. So now he's up top. He's getting to that strong corner, but so is he. Or is he getting to the weak side? But regardless, let's see. So now you get the matchup. He presses up. What does that mean? Now you're out of position. You're way too high. Attack him. He can't open up and slide. You get downhill. But again, what is this spacing? It's fine. But right here, why not just pin your own? Because if you're both going to occupy the same spots, if you want to be dunker, you want to be corner, instead of just sitting right there in that short corner in no man's land and allowing Landry to do this on the leg, get right there, pin your own, because his man is lagging too, spray. So now he can't close out, he's got to go under, he's wide open at least. Do something other than this, because now they're both just helping for free. So now he can't exploit that matchup, and even here, Carl. Why is he pulling in? Overhelping crazy. So he was going to slip, but he sees his man overhelping. So now he's going to fill back. Guess that makes sense because now you take him away, open up that weak corner. Yeah, he's playing 2 now. Let's see. Reverse pivot, throwback, essentially a pop, but he's back. You kind of settle, but then he crashes. Oh yeah, he just reacted faster here. Because he was going to get back on defense. He was probably going to leak. But yeah, he just gets inside positioning. He's clapping. Give me the rock. Quick flash. With a runway, and he smokes away. Full extension with the left. Yeah, once he turns his head, he realized, oh, nothing I can do with that. But I'm pretty sure he could attack him here, because now he's in reaction mode for overhelping. You can see, up fake, get middle, help up, drop off or something. Get your spacing right. And another thing I've noticed is they're creating a lot of single side tags. Because right here, that's why. Alright, that makes sense because they're getting to their single side tags. So ideally, they're both on that strong side. He comes off, he's rolling. Now he's going to decide, do I tag that or do I follow my lift? And this is what they do very well, where they have Wemby rolling and simultaneously he's lifting. So they get a throwback on that shake, or you got a lob on that roll, depending on what he decides to do. But 9 out of 10 times, he should be taking this away and allowing that throwback. Two-man game, quick drag. I can see he's emptying out to that strong corner. He's pinning his zone in that short corner. He's following. So he's going to exit him. That's cool. Oh, yeah. So they were definitely creating a single side tag. And this is something they do often. And if it's not Vassell, it's Fox. Surprised I didn't recognize that until now. And that's why they were in this situation earlier. And then that last possession, they had Vassell. So now they're putting OG in a single side tag. Not sure why it's not Brunson. Because he's on Vassell here. You could have Vassell because they usually do have Vassell. Because they just want to create a situation where you have a dangerous shooter, which should be him, and then him rolling down middle. So now he's going to come off. He's going to slip. Carl, he's up. He's chasing over. So now you got 2 on the rock. He's got to make this high tag. He bumps some, but now you open up that spray to the weak wing where he's wide open. Catch. Sidestep. He's stuck. Hold on. Because right here, he should beat him, but he can't because Stefan's pass is kind of behind him. Because right here, ideally, you skip it on this line, on the deep wing, so that when he catches, it's an immediate go. So when he turns around, he can't open up in time and meet him. But because he kind of passes it behind him, you can see right here, he's got to lift, and now by the time he catches the pass, he's on that back foot. He can't launch. Now he's able to turn around, and he's low enough to where he can recover. But if he were to drift, lead him on that, so maybe he had to drift more, because he kind of stops, he's lifting, so now he reads that. But ideally, you want to keep drifting. I guess it's hard, because right here, if you drift, he has to skip that. But now you can't really attack him because you're way too high. And you had to kind of measure your steps here. Let's see. So now he stops his momentum. You got to sidestep because he's there. And even here, Carl's there. Sidestep. He jumps. Close the gap. You're stuck. You stumble. You fall. Look for an outlet. He's looking for a jump. And you panic and throw it out. All because of this right here. He just couldn't attack that. So the first time he settled, and then this time all that space, he's not able to catch and go or go and catch. He's going to point, get in it, bring Brunson. Let's see, double drag, no Spain. All right, so let's see, Spain now. Can they get one off? Mikhail, he's going to read it. He's going to open up, ice him. He's kind of out of position, but he's sliding. Now he's looking for the flare on that Spain instead of a rip. Can he make it? No, because Brunson's there. So Brunson's reading it. So if you do on that drift, yeah, he might shoot that. But at least you get to switch here. But now let's see, he's going to stunt. So he's got 3 on him because he's behind. He's got to help contain the rock. You switch. He's now stunting. Really good plug too. He can't split that. Now you fan out. Really dangerous pass. Because look how low he is. There's no way he's getting the rock to him here. So he's got to throw it to that spot. At least he's able to recover the rock. But now he's wide open because you got 2 on him. Now he's going to release, pop, swing, swing. Now Brunson, because he had to take Wemby on that flare, and those two had to take the rock. You can see he turns around. Oh no, wide, late. They dodged that. 6 on the clock. He's pointing, yo. There's 6. He's pointing something. He's pointing something. I have no idea what's supposed to happen here. Up 4. You cannot have confusion. And I'm also trying to think, what did they get to before this state? Double drag, horns, Spain. 2-man game, single side tag. No idea. But obviously nothing happened. He's communicating something. Get into an action. Now he's pointing, alright, so he's calling for an inverted. He's going to empty out. Now he's going to reject it because he realizes, no, we can't do that. 4-5. See, 1 dribble, tween. But now you bring him up inadvertently. And now you're seeing 3. And you try to attack him. But there's no way you're beating him here. He's going to slide, and even here, he's plugging low. He reaches. I'm not sure if he catches him on his arms or wrists. Because difficult angle. He might have, honestly. Again, why are they reaching so much? But regardless, it's in front of the ref. So he sees it. Nothing, I guess. Swallows his whistle. Now he's stuck. Swing. He closes. Bail out. Yeah, this shot was ridiculous. Let me see Stefan. Holding his line, holding his line. He's shot ready, he's shot ready. Right in his shot pocket. Immediate pull. That's crazy. Because you live with that too. And Josh got off a great contest. Disciplined. He's there. That's cold. Now we got Brunson on him. Him on him. He's pointing. He's getting to that strong corner. He's there. He's up. Let's see. He's going to chase over. He's going to chase over. High tag. Early 2. Right at the nail. So now he's stuck. You take that away. Carl's playing 2. Spray to the weak wing. You X that? I guess he can't extra here because I guess it makes sense. 3 on the clock. But I feel like he could extra that. If you see him Xing extra, you could see Josh. He's way too high. Josh, he can't get out. So there's no X. He can't get out. Pretty good look, though, but too strong. Again, that's why you want to live with that. 17, up 3, 8 to go. And this is the dagger. And you can see, late game, Spurs still don't really know what to get to. I can just tell they're not really sure because they should look to hunt. But why is there 8 on the clock and you're not already up there, setting the small? Or here, why are you not getting to your 2-man game? You're just going to let him deny you because he's holding on to you? So now nothing is going to happen. Now he's going to attack OG. Let's see. Size him up. Tween. Little hezzy. Quick cross, but he's there. 1 dribble. Step back. That was dangerous too. Because the spacing is terrible again. If you see him making his move, vacate. Why are you just wrestling here? Because luckily he got to that pocket. Because right here, Carl, he's getting a free contest on his blind side. That could have been a block. But he's able to make it. I'm so confused why he's just standing here. Yeah, even though they win this game, still got to figure out that late game. Because I don't know what the hell is going on.